Chapter 1117. The powerful spiritual energy rumbled explosively once more. Wilbur smiled coldly, charging right into Akoshi while flicking the sword under his own ribs to slice at Akoshi's waist. The collision happened out of nowhere. Both men were within incredibly close proximity, and Akoshi's attack missed its mark. Wilbur's attack, however, came from under his ribs. It was already too late for Akoshi to avoid the blow by the time he sensed its danger. He let out a cry, expanding all of his spiritual energy into protective flames as he scrambled to leap backward. Despite this, Wilbur's attack still managed to leave a gaping wound on Akoshi's body, causing blood to gush out. Both of Wilbur's attacks had been ruthless, sharp, and even terrifying. Within mere seconds, Akoshi had been wounded and was forced to retreat. Despite the relatively light wound, Akoshi's pride was greatly wounded. Akoshi stared dumbly at Wilbur, unable to believe his eyes. Wilbur's skills were nothing like anything he had ever seen before. They somehow made Akoshi feel helpless, even bringing about a sense terror. Akoshi was at the very least at mid-ambience level, and yet this opponent who was also at the ambience level had taken him down in just 2 moves. Just then, Demi let out a loud laugh. She put her hands behind her back, smirking smugly at the other 3 clan representatives. A wave of humiliation washed over Akoshi. He let out a low growl as the battle axe in his grasp lit up again with roaring spiritual flames, and his aura began to grow stronger once more. A powerful spiritual pressure began to surge outward, bringing about howling winds. Wilbur stood in the middle of these winds like the eye of a hurricane, sword in hand as he looked around coldly. "I told you to come at me together. Don't waste my time." The words provoked the 3 clan representatives tremendously. Grant roared, "Get him for me, Zoa. Tear him to bits, Jalen. How dare he disrespect us like this?" Nora's expression darkened as she barked out the order. They could tell that Akoshi was no match for Wilbur and did not want to embarrass themselves in front of Demi. That was why they had found an excuse for their bodyguards to take Wilbur down all at once. Regardless of what was to come, they were better off taking down this cocky bastard before anything. Zoa and Jalen summoned spiritual swords into their grasps at once, exploding with powerful spiritual pressure. All 3 bodyguards were at mid-ambience level, making them plenty skilled as they were. 3 powerful waves of spiritual energy filled the air, and the hill was filled with howling winds. Wilbur stood in the middle of these 3 energy waves, his clothes whipping around in the wind, seemingly about to rip at any moment. At the same time, all 3 bodyguards let out a cry upon raising their spiritual energy to the max. They waved their spiritual swords, pouncing on Wilbur at once. All 3 spiritual swords swung at Wilbur at the same time, hell-bent on landing a fatal blow.